And what's sickening is I'm always trying to get her to leave that man. So that's where he says, like, they just really can't stand Yolanda. They're like, Yolanda needs to get off the show. I'm so sick of Yolanda. But she's just telling the honest truth.
The men mad at
Yeah, the men are apparently mad at me.
No, but I felt Yolanda on some parts, and then some parts I was like, nah. Like when you told her to go talk to the boy, I was like, nah, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. But some parts I did feel you, because it's like, friend, no, he's trying you. Like I definitely got that part.
Cause it's T, we making moves, we just might go and make the news. Brand new episode every week, yeah, we dropping heat. Got a 7 with the juicy questions, this unfiltered tea. When you sit up on this couch, you feel just like some family. There go Boo behind the scenes, he's securing everything.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Goddess 7, and today, y'all, I have some very special guests in the building. The Make Noise miniseries, y'all. First of all, I looked at it last night. It was dope as hell. I actually watched it after one of my interviews. I stayed up and watched it. But yeah, it was dope as hell. They putting on for the Carolinas. They putting on for the city. Make sure y'all go watch the series. In they hood with your favorite cousin. Can y'all tell them who y'all is, one by one, a little bit about yourself?
I'm So Terrell. And the writer and producer of I'm So Terrell, Make Some Noise. It's on YouTube. And these are some of my co-stars.
What's up, y'all? My name is BK, and I play Monica, his first love interest. Temporary love interest.
I'm trying to get rid of more about it.
I'm Takarli. I play Asha. I'm his current girlfriend in the show.
What? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Asha done gave us a little
right.
bit.
No, that is true. That's true. You kind of spoiled it a little bit.
Oh.
It's a right.
Right. I did not know that.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
I'm Tiara Scarlett. I play Yolanda, the one trying to get rid of this man ass.
She was definitely trying to get rid of him, y'all.
Cause whether she all nice and whatnot, don't matter. She got a big booty. He don't need to be near her. Worried about her. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna cheat on my friend Monica? So yeah, I'm the friend. Scarlett. Tiara Scarlett.
My name is Mike Payne. I play the character Jay in the miniseries. I'm Tyrell's best friend in the show. You gotta check it out, man. It's something you don't want to miss.
Yep. YouTube. Episodes 1 through 6 are free for now, so get to it.
It's gonna be a fee later. It's worth the fee though. First of all, I'm so proud of y'all. All of y'all acting skills on one. The quality of it. Like when I first turned it on, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, cause you know sometimes you be expecting it to be like a hood Tubi. No, this gonna be a high quality Tubi. Like,
don't come for Tubi.
It's definitely girl. I love me some Tubi.
Tubi good.
Look, that's why I said he told me it's probably gonna be going to Tubi. It's gonna be like one of them high quality Tubi videos. Ooh. Like, definitely A1, y'all. Y'all did amazing.
Thank you.
Are all of y'all originally from Charlotte?
No, I just moved here actually.
Yeah, same.
So.
Oh.
I'm from Greensboro.
Greensboro.
I might as well say I'm from Charlotte. I've been here long enough.
Yeah. Where you from originally?
I'm originally from New York, but I've been here 20 years now. So.
Charlotte.
Okay.
I'm a military brat, so I was actually born in Japan and then raised in Texas. Then we moved to Germany, so we lived there. And then we moved to Charleston. And I moved here to be a talent actress, dancer, model, now choreographer for different artists here in the city. So
that's dope. What made you choose Charlotte for that?
Closest to home, and I'll probably figure out what my next step is from there. But Charleston was just the land of free work. Couldn't do it no more. And I was going up. I had actually been a school teacher, and then I got divorced. After getting divorced with, basically no job or nothing, which was interesting, I decided to try modeling. Modeling led to moving to Charlotte, and then Charlotte led to me acting in different things and getting different gigs like Hand and Stone and a PSA, and so I took it seriously, got signed, and now I'm still here. So
okay, pop your stuff, sis.
Stop.
What about you? Where you from?
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I just moved here. To be honest, I had a stalker. So, I moved here. It was getting a little hectic. I was dancing when I was in Charlotte, and then I kind of moved here to get away from the nightlife. And now I've been kind of doing more acting. So that's just that.
How you liking the act now?
It's fun. I really like it. Like I have another movie scene that I'm filming on Monday, and I'm supposed to be like super ratchet. So yeah, that's gonna be.
Oh,
fun.
I want to see that
That's
side
fun.
of you.
I want to see that too.
Because
Yeah,
this
that's gonna
side
be
wasn't like, it wasn't ratchet.
No, yeah, no. I mean, Asha's personality is kind of like she just chill. She just
Chill, laid back.
I
I'm
think
going to
that's
be your
me, really.
piece.
Besides the escort part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part's kind of, you know. But that's all right.
But yeah, that's I like Charlotte. I love Charlotte.
Well,
So-
she was bringing peace. I mean, she said,
Oh,
be
but
your
that's what they're
peace.
supposed to do, honey.
Yeah, she was
I bet.
Because when I see Asha, I was like, girl, you about to lose your man.
Okay.
Oh, when you
No
see
vote for Monica.
No,
she
when
saw
I
you.
saw you,
Oh, okay,
I knew
okay,
Monica
yeah.
was about to lose
Yeah,
her man.
yeah.
Monica's a good woman. You a good woman.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just need to leave that man. But no, it takes, 10 years of friendship to keep her around.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
have y'all always known y'all wanted to be actors, or that's just something that came later in life?
Jesus, no. Like I said, I was a dance teacher. And I went to school for it and everything, for me personally. And then I think that because of my height was a thing. Because, like, with modeling, you're not supposed to be, 5'4" technically. But then I learned commercial print was a thing. I also have scars that I was never really caring about until, like, I got into the industry. And I thought that would be an issue, but it really isn't. They showed my scars on the Hand of Stone ad, which is really cool, right? And whatnot. So you actually, when you take away all the fears, what would you become if you're not afraid of being denied? So you just go for it.
I think for myself, I didn't really see myself being an actress. But I mean, I guess so, because in a strip club, you gotta act like you like niggas all the time.
Right.
I was like, you know what I mean? I can
Right.
do
You
it,
had a little
know.
practice.
You know, I can take a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What about you? Because you did a lot of acting, right?
I always had a love for film my whole life. I didn't really find it until maybe 19, 20. I was in a lot of sports at the time, so I had my mind other places. But I always had a love for it. But when I actually dove into it, it was like I
that
answered to
was
so many
home.
things I never knew.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, I wish I would have jumped to this even younger. But I know he doesn't make any mistakes.
Right. Okay. And you always talking about God. I saw that on your page too.
You gotta keep him first in everything we do. So
Amen.
Yeah.
that's what we can do by showing just through our actions.
Yeah. Monica, how you got into acting?
I really don't know. I've always just been the person that people call to do random things. Like I dabbled in comedy,
Podcasts,
hosted podcasts. Yeah. So I was cool with the Fa family, who's the production of this series, and I did a few things for them, and then they sent me a script and said, "Hey, we need you to come do this." And I said, "Okay." I'm thinking it's just something quick, and then they was like, "Sent another one, sent another one." I'm like, "Okay, like this is fun, this is cool." So yeah, this is my first time like really kind of getting into acting. I like it. Everyone on the cast has been super cool. Like I have really like bad anxiety sometimes meeting people, and so everyone's been like super welcoming, super open. So I'm like, hell yeah, let's keep it going. Like
I would have never known that. I would have never known.
yeah, I appreciate it. People.
Yeah.
So did all y'all just meet
I can
like
tell
when y'all
the
did this
tells. I know
show?
you can tell.
Yeah, the first day we did the first scene. It was just like, that's when we met. That's pretty much it.
Same.
And
And I didn't meet her until we did like the photo shoot, the Make Some Noise cover photo shoot.
Did you two guys know each other before?
Now we met through the Fa family.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that
So
was the first year.
this all kind of started where I'm an artist. I've been pushing my music for many years. So then it was like, okay, and it was like February. Did my last video, Walk Away From Me with the Fly family. And then we was just shooting the shit at the shoot, and they was like, music damn near like a hobby now. You know what I mean? You gotta have other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, content's king. And then I said, well, what if I wrote something like, like a show or some skits or whatever? And we kind of talked about Country Wayne and all of that. And I was like, well, I'm gonna think about something. I said, I'll come get back with y'all. And then that's what made me say, I talked to a few more people. Like, what if I write a series or something? Because I've been watching all these interviews, and he was talking about like 50 Cent was like, a series is better than a movie.
Oh, I seen it.
Because a series, you don't need stars.
Mm-hmm.
People will learn to love the characters over time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was then so when he said that, then it made me think like, I do watch Squid Games, and I don't know none of those people.
No.
And,
It is.
and I be engaged, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when okay, boom, let me write this, and then when I hit them up, like how we gonna go about it, and then that's when they started calling people they knew was a kid, like would be on it. So the first two people they hit up was Mike and BK because they like these two are really good.
Talking about the Fly Entertainment?
Yeah, Fly Family, yeah. Okay. So it's like they be really good, and I know they're gonna show up, like, you know what I mean? So, and so they was like, okay, cool. So then I jumped on, and I'm just looking for other characters, so I jumped in her DMs, and I found.
How you found her?
To you.
I put Charlotte actresses.
Yeah.
And I seen her page.
Yeah, I reached out to him too because Gypsy was the one who we just kind of like met at the Boilyard. And she was like, oh, you need to talk to Terrell because he works with actors and actresses all the time and models and stuff. I was like, okay. I didn't think anything of it, but it just so happened to be right when other things were not happening in my life. So then I remember messaging you and you're like, oh, okay, you look great. Here's the script. What? For the show. And I said, okay. And so when he showed me it, I was like, I guess I'm Yolanda and whatnot. And I didn't realize what all it entailed yet. And that's the way we work too, because we work so like, here it is, but it's very authentic because it's not like something you have to like get down into and you have to like, no, it's you and your character and it's how you feel with that character too. So you're something you're building. And so that's kind of how we met. It was dope.
How you find me?
And then I found her because I seen her in passing at the boxing gym, right? But then I asked my boxing coach who she was.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, her son, he boxes here and all this stuff, da. He's really good. He's from out of town. And I was like, dang, I wonder if she'd be good for this part. And so I asked him to ask if she was interested.
Hold on. So you seen me was like, dang, she would make a great escort.
I was looking for a certain look.
I gave the look.
Pause the show.
Oh my God.
Pause the show.
Why am I in the middle of this? I feel like
Wild.
I had no idea that you danced or anything, right? So he didn't, even my coach didn't know. Even James didn't know. So he was just like,
explain yourself quick.
I'm just gonna ask.
I think I was just digging the
So he said, I'll ask. I said, yeah, because I don't want to come off like some creep.
Right.
For one, the accent for that particular character to a stranger.
Right. Can be off-putting,
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I'm like, oh, okay, how am I going to get this character? And I've scouted. I'm looking at different places. And I've actually went to some clubs trying to scout as well. Because this other dude that do production, he's like, yo, if what you're looking for that particular character that looks a certain way, I've even went into the clubs and found something. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just trying to find someone with, a certain look and got a decent amount of followers and all of that. So that's when Takara.
Yeah. I thought she was about to call me Asha.
So how many followers do you look for in a person to come cast with you?
I mean, it doesn't necessarily you have to necessarily have followers, but I understood, like talking to people and trying to put this together, I understood that guys want to see beautiful women in the show. I had people DMing me about BK, DMing me like, hey, yeah, man, I got to see this person. Yo, really? So y'all better be careful. Watch out back.
She already done had a stalker.
Right, that's true.
They hit me up in my DMs about y'all, so I understood that some, like, even guys have stopped me. Yeah, man, you gotta keep them gorgeous girls in there, man. Right? That's a part of it. So that's a part of, like, keeping. So even when I go look at the analytics of like YouTube and who's watching, it's like
men,
51% men, 49% women.
Oh, well, that's good because it's about even.
But I can see that because I think a lot of men out there have a very similar feeling that Terrell has every single day, just trying to get somewhere, especially in the Charlotte area. That's a lot of what I see. And then I'm sure that they have a bunch of women who also like have to deal with those men and their ambitions, but like the ambitions that are sometimes harmful. And then on top, because me and him, we banter all the time. And what's sickening is I'm always trying to get her to leave that man. So that's where he says, like, they just really can't stand Yolanda. They're like, Yolanda needs to get off the show. I'm so sick of Yolanda. And she's just telling the honest truth.
The men mad at
the men are apparently mad at me.
No,
I'm
but
just telling them.
I felt Yolanda on some parts, and then some parts I was like, nah. Like when you told her to go talk to the boy, I was like, nah, don't
You
do
feel
it
me?
yet. Don't do it
Trying
yet.
to
But
make
some
me an
parts
unfaithful
I
woman.
did feel you, because it's like, friend, no, he's trying you. Like I
Yeah.
definitely got that part. Is this based off like your real life? Cause you an artist.
No. There's elements of
Ooh,
reality,
that's-
but then not really. No.
You trying to get him divorced.
So like Mo is my cousin. That's true. You know, I am an artist. That's true. The music in the background is mine. That's true. But a lot of the other stuff is just, you know, drama.
What about the radio part? Like when you had went to the radio station and she charged you $1,000. Like has that ever happened to you in your music career?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Early in my career, when I like, this is why I stopped. So if you follow my career, you'll say, dang, he was doing something back in the day, and then he just stopped. And so like I was doing radio, doing a bunch of rapping and doing shows out there, just pushing, and then they was like, all right, well, you gotta meet with this dude, and this dude gonna get your stuff everywhere. And I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, but he's the one you go through to get to radio.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna come with a big bag. That's where, so you know,
So in
payola.
real life, they had told you before
Yeah,
you went
payola's
to them.
illegal, so radio stations can't take money.
Mm.
So they have intermediaries who turn what your money into something they can take.
And what's that?
That's good to know.
What they turn into?
Gifts,
Oh, like a car or
whatever.
jewelry.
Yeah, so then that's how you're gonna see. Why you think you hear the same 12 songs on the radio? You hear it over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's paid. That's paid for. It's for a reason. So you meet with an intermediary, and then they're gonna make sure you on the radio.
What about your name? Do you have problems with people pronouncing your name? Because I saw you was like, my name is Tyrell. Fucking Tyrell, not Terrell.
I've only said Tyrell. I've only said Tyrell. It has a Y on it. I don't know.
Look, nah,
It be her. She be getting me.
I said Terrell. It's not. You've known the man for 10
Listen.
years.
Charge it to my head and not my heart. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. We don't have a lot of pronunciations. Like my name is Bethany. People call me Brittany. I don't know why. Yeah, for real. Like that's why I go by BK. Like I try Tyrell, but Terrell it just rolls off tongue easier. Terrell. But in my mind I be saying Tyrell.
It don't come out.
It don't
like
come
that.
out that like that.
Yeah.
Until he
But
says
I've
something.
heard that my whole life though. You know, so depending on where you at and where you go, it's gonna be Terrell, it's gonna be Tyrell. So I just was making that as a funny thing, but it's funny because I had a whole bunch of Tyrells like, yeah, man, I feel that, man, that's crazy.
Justice for Tyrells.
How long did it take you to write Make Some Noise?
About a month.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Right.
It's so great.
Because you said that too.
You know, it's so great.
ChatGPT helped you. So what you just told Chat your idea?
So yeah, so I put together like an outline of all of my ideas, right? And then they gave me a format. So to create the scripted format, because I didn't know how to write a script, right? So once it spits out a format, it'll spit out a bunch of other stuff in there too, like trying to actually create the full script, but it's gonna, you know, garbage in, garbage out. But now that I have a format, I could just copy that format, boom, and then delete lines, and then put what I want inside those lines.
So how long that part took? Because you got
That's what
Chat
said.
helping you. That part
That's
took
what
a
I'm
month.
saying. Yeah, about a month. You can spit out a page, and you know, so each script is about 30 pages, so 8 scripts. So when I started Googling scripts, a page is a minute. So if you know you write in a 30-minute episode, you need 30 pages.
Okay, too.
Yeah, no, same.
How long do y'all practice?
Rehearse
y'all.
On set.
The day
Yeah.
day of the shoot. Like
So what you gotta keep pausing and then start back over like
It
cut?
depends. And Rel will ask you, you know your lines? You know your lines?
But how you
Yeah.
know? How they know they lines and they just started practicing today?
No, they'll have their scripts. I'm pretty good at getting out of the scripts, right?
Yeah.
Usually, like
sometimes, yeah.
we'll run it through a couple of times before they
Yeah.
start recording because the camera crew gotta like set up and stuff like that. So we'll kind of like run it together.
Yeah.
Mike
Right,
knows his
yeah.
lines. Now Mike, because
Yeah.
he's the seasoned actor. Mike always knows his lines.
Yeah.
But everybody else, we be like,
I don't know my lines. I know my lines.
yeah.
I definitely know my lines. I'll be doing it in the car. I call my sister.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
let them do like a little freestyling to the script?
Oh, of course.
All the time.
All the time. Because it won't feel authentic. That's why I say if you just change the words to match the conversation, because you like she said, she's from a certain area. Her saying exactly what I wrote, her mouth
feel
won't
weird.
even
Doesn't make
pronounce
sense.
it. You know,
Yeah.
like it's gonna sound robotic. It's not gonna feel authentic.
It's a culture.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
say it the way you would.
Culture.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know what the conversation is, so say it the way you would say it. So then that way, you seen how it translated on camera. It looked natural versus to her trying to say something her mouth wouldn't normally say.
Tyrell,
Yeah.
why are
Yeah.
you coming in here
Yeah,
at this time of the night?
I anticipated this.
Yes, and I think you wanted Yolanda to be more Southern too, because there are some things that she says, and I have to completely change it. It's because she got potty mouth in the script, and then I had to clean
She
it
was
up. a little
cussing
bit.
too much.
She'd be like, "Get the fucking," and then shit, and I'm like, "God damn!" Like you said it in one sentence, man. So I'll change it up sometimes to just like because I don't have that kind of rhetoric at all. I military. What do you want from me? Like I'm not from anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't have any accent. Like
Not from anywhere.
I'm from everywhere and anywhere. Like what the fuck am I supposed to say? That no. So I just kind of switch it up, and I'm just a little bougie, if anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm potty mouth, so
that's all right.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Cause you was cussing him out, girl.
I mean, understandable.
Hey, you seen how she did me?
That was the easiest part.
I'm
What? Cuss him out? Say action.
And,
ready.
I ain't gotta read the script. I already know my lines. It's in me.
I should want to cuss him out.
Damn.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
That's
for-
crazy.
For her to
She
be,
was just calm.
even for her to be the love interest, she was most nervous at those parts, at doing anything lovey-dovey. She was.
First of all, because in real life, I'm not kissing, we ain't doing all that hugging and, no, I don't play like that.
I
So
know
doing it
that.
on set is even more weird because it's like, ugh, like don't
People
touch
looking.
me.
Yeah.
It was so cringy. I'm like, look, we're going to do this one take and that's it. So you better get it right.
Right.
The first time.
You got one time.
Yeah, I'm not doing it again. That was really awkward. It was so awkward.
Mm.
Probably the most awkward thing I've ever done.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So after you wrote it, how long did it take you to actually get it out?
So, I finished in March. We started filming in March, and we pretty much was knocking out an episode about every month, one a month. And so now we done like with all 8.
Oh, you moved real quick.
Mm-hmm.
In and out.
Yeah, like I'm the type of person that once I put my mind to something, I hyper focus on it. I can't sleep until I finish it. I don't care what it is. You can be like, put that TV together. I'm gonna be sitting there. You be like, can you go do this? No, I gotta finish.
Can you go?
Yeah.
Till I'm finished
Right.
with this. I can't stop. Because if you send me to do something else, now I'm thinking, dang, where did I put the screws for the TV? And I hyper focus on whatever it is until it's complete.
Yeah.
Okay, the videography and all of that part of the show, like, was that with the Fly family too?
Yeah, that like so because I had found out about them in regards to like their videography and their, the quality that they deliver. I was like, look, what do y'all think about doing this? They filmed other movies and stuff, and so I was like, what do y'all think about doing this series though? And they was like, yeah, let's work it out. We can work it out, and so I very grateful for them because they worked with me and we was able to knock it out.
Yeah. What made you want to add like the downtown skyline and the Panther Stadium? That was a nice view of the stadium.
Oh,
Honestly.
yeah, because the show was based in Charlotte, and I didn't want to base it like nowhere else. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to. We've seen the movies based in L.A., New York, Miami, Atlanta.
It's time for Charlotte to wake
It's
up.
time.
Yeah.
It's-
Come on,
listen,
wake up, Queen
when I
City.
seen that, I said, "Oh, Detroit, y'all time over, bitch. It's up for us now." Like, yeah, y'all gotta definitely keep going.
Yeah, Charlotte's. Like, and you see people now saying, "We full, don't come here no more." Everybody
Yeah,
want to move
everybody's
to
coming to
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
So as you see, every time you turn the corner, they tearing something down, building up apartments and stuff. So
Just
people
like
coming,
in,
you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Out of the school, I said, I'm like, dang, they build something over here.
Yeah, so
Yeah. As far as like the black entrepreneurship, I feel like it's getting kind of like Atlanta here.
mhm.
It is.
It needs to get better.
It is.
But
Yeah.
we need to come together more. I mean, like, we gotta we got to be more about actions. I'm not saying we're not, you know, but so much people coming to Charlotte. You know, Charlotte. I'm from Charlotte, so you know I can actually speak on that, man. We got a lot of culture, we got a lot of energy, love, and man, you know, it ain't everybody think you got to go to LA or Atlanta, or you know, you just got to be not in Charlotte, man. Look,
I've heard
if you
that.
good, you make it where you at.
Yeah.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with bringing your city up and staying down. Because I see so many people. There's nothing wrong with that because I know as an artist, we travel a lot, man. But we got to make sure we remember home. Because if not, it's gonna stay basically whatever somebody market as instead of what we know they can actually be. Come on, Queen City.
Yeah. Since being in Charlotte, what you hear, everybody say, oh, it's like crabs in the barrel here. We don't help each other. They say that. Since I've been here, they've been saying that. So I'm like, instead of just complaining about it, be the change, right?
Yeah.
Do it. Create. I'm like, yo, you rap? You want to get in here? You want to do something? Come on. You do this? You want to get in? Let's. Like, I'm gonna be the change to do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's do it. Let's work. I don't have no. I'm not gonna be the person that's sitting there just complaining, yelling at the wall. Let's do it.
And energy match energy. So once you set in your mind, like, I'm about togetherness, and you really about that, I feel like God gonna start aligning you with people that's like that too.
Yeah. And quickly. And honestly, I will say that what makes him different is that he's giving actual opportunities, because when it comes to creatives and whatnot and talents, right, in all the avenues, they're like, oh, it's an opportunity, but no pay. That's what gets me. The no pay. He pays all his people. He supports all his people. He shows, like, if we have something going on that's specifically to us, he shows them off and whatnot and supports it in every way. That's different because there are other people who will, say it's an opportunity, and then they'll use your talent and then be like, and off you go. It's a family here. We support each other and we build each other up. I can honestly say that being on the show has brought me more opportunities. I can honestly say it's something that could be on my demo reel. It's given me more people that I also know and connections. I can say that I've gained friends from it, but I also can say that I'm not going there and adding all to like my wardrobe and spinning the gas and whatnot and having no experiences and then also not being able to being compensated. That's the difference too. A lot of people think it's an opportunity. This is fun for you. It's not just fun. This is something we're trying to do in life, and he gives that.
Well,
so.
I try.
You do.
You got me
No,
that
you do.
opportunity. Monday.
Oh, yeah.
That's from you, from the radio.
I mean, I'm saying
saying
when she said, "Okay, let me make this clear. I ain't got enough for you to quit your day job.
Okay, no.
Get you some gas money.
He gonna look out for you.
I was like, I think
Still
you're
gonna
wrong.
have to work.
No, we do, but he also works with our schedules too. That's the difference
Charlotte
too.
expensive.
Charlotte's expensive.
You know,
Yeah.
y'all coming here, be aware. It's expensive. This is you gonna need to do this and something.
And something else. And a third.
You can't put this on your taxes, guys. There's no tax return on here, but you will feel good about the day. You will feel good about the day.
Well, that's dope.
When we did the radio interview, somebody had reached out, so I got another role.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's
That's dope.
That's
See?
dope.
Yeah.
When we
Hey,
find
man.
out we about to have Tyrell Studios in Charlotte.
Come on now.
Like
Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry.
Like Tyler Perry, I was gonna say.
Yeah. My
Look
goal
at you.
that would be my goal for me, to be on some situation where I could be able to continue, like keep bringing my
Yes.
people back, everybody that would been rocking with me. You know what I mean? That would be dope. I'm hoping that this opportunities like that we open so many doors for each other.
Yeah.
Like,
Claim.
so that's what all I do.
Manifest that shit.
I don't have no whole hot like I'll be telling them, bro. I pray and I just go. Like I'm really like I'm a Christian dude, but I'm in my mind I'm always saying like my God tell me keep stepping faith without works.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't sit around going like, what if I spend the money and it don't work? What if this don't? Nope,
Yeah.
God is just he'll figure it out.
Yes.
And some always fall in place.
Yeah, always do. And I've always been blessed because to be blessed, to get blessed, you got to be a blessing to others. So those are principles I've always just lived by. Like, just let things flow through you and help others. And I've always been okay because of it.
He's a whole word.
So in one of your scenes, Cuzns, you was at Love and Action Cafe. Now that's a vegan restaurant because I'm vegan and I always go to. You vegan?
No,
You
no.
met your baby mama at the vegan restaurant.
So you knew where that was at. My man Dumar, that's Dumar's spot. Yeah.
Wait, was that where we were at? I wasn't paying attention.
No, that
No.
was
Okay.
when I met
Jamaya.
Gypsy.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, Dumar's spot.
Oh,
No, so Fly Family
Lovely
hooked me up with Dumar, who played so that guy, he's the owner of that cafe that played my boss, Alonzo.
Oh, I always see him in
Yeah, he's the owner of the cafe. So he let us shoot there, and I was like, hey man, I need a boss. Could you play the boss? And you know, he's a character all by himself. He's a funny guy. So that's what he's like. I got some good news and some bad news.
Which one you want first?
The whole time I'm trying to keep my composure during that scene. I'm biting my cheek.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Goddess 7, and this episode is sponsored by a couple different sponsors. So y'all already know I had to shout them all out. First of all, y'all, I gotta shout out Robinson Hustle 8, cause guess what? They branding us over here. Y'all see these cute little glasses that I be drinking out of? Hold on, let me take a sip. Y'all see this? Y'all see this right here? Y'all see this cute little liquor ice bucket, whatever you want to call it? They made all of that. So if you're looking for some custom shit, make sure y'all go shop with Robinson Hustle 8. They customize all your needs. I can't forget about Q3 Designs and Things. They're also a sponsor of Cuzns Tea Podcast, and they're a branding company for us. They made us these cute little shirts, y'all. Y'all like this shit? Y'all see this? Look, you need some custom shit for your business, go shop with Q3 Designs and Things, because they're going to get y'all right. They're going to get y'all everything that y'all need. I also cannot forget about Gemini Hookah, because they keep me smoking good on every motherfucking episode, y'all. Y'all see this hookah? They sponsored that for us. They did some other sponsorship, but most importantly, y'all, they got them hookahs, and y'all know I love hookahs. Look, y'all, hold on. See that cloud? See how that smoke just come out real thick, real cute or whatever? You could be smoking like that too, y'all. Go shop with Gemini Hookah. They got these ice packs. They got these portable hookah tips. You can take this thing anywhere with you. And they got hookah candles, y'all. They got different shisha flavors. They can make you anything you want. So make sure y'all go shop with Gemini Hookah, y'all. Go get y'all hookah. Until next time, cousins. Bye. Okay, what was it like on set working with each other? I know I found out behind the scene before we started that y'all actually did not shoot together. But for the ones who shot their scenes together, what was that like working with them?
Like I said before, I think everyone was super welcoming, super warming. You know, they kind of helped me, because when I would get on set, I'm just talking to everybody, and they're like, you want to rehearse lines? Oh yeah, absolutely, that's why we're here. Yeah, let's do that. So like, you know, I literally have no complaints. Everyone has just been like, it's fun being there. Like, even though he says like he gives us gas money, he has really invested in this and invested in his actors. So like, going there, I want to go there. I want to work hard. I want to, you know what I'm saying, give the best performance I can do with the knowledge and experience that I do have, just because it's so impressive to see how much he has invested into it. Mm-hmm. So like, everyone collectively is working together to like really, you know, do their part to make sure this project is as best it can be. So yeah, I love
with y'all being best friends. Did it feel like it just came into play naturally with y'all?
Well, it was times where she would be like, you don't touch me, or you don't. She's like, can you act like you like me? I'm like, for sure, yeah. Like, but it's just, I'm not a affectionate person. So like, just those one of the things, like learning how to get out of myself and be more of the character. Yeah. You know, is what they definitely.
No, I definitely think that when I first met Bethany, I thought she was a little Jaime man. I'm just kidding. No, she was fine. She was great. I promise you. No. But meeting her was super chill. I can say I felt like I've known her for a while, and at least like a company basis, like, oh, we've been around each other.
It showed in y'all acting.
Thanks.
That's why I thought all y'all knew each other.
Because we just started to get
So we did a good job.
I think you did. Go ahead. But no, know, like, I think that for me meeting her, it was just really chill, and we just got to officially laughing and whatnot and joking around, and I think that helps too when you just come in just smooth and just like cracking jokes, stupid jokes too. And then running our lines together, of course, was great and all that, so we can see the chemistry from there. But then I think it was like episode 2 or something, or episode 3, we really, all of us started cracking up together and saying shit. Like, some, just like, I don't even remember, what was it about? Well, we talk about relationships all the time. It's hilarious.
We can have a podcast and stuff. We can talk about our shit.
Man, they listen. So, and sometimes we just be talking about some toxic shit, and it's great. Yes. You know, just like thinking about like all the relationships.
We need to have her more in scenes collectively, so she can come on in.
No, because it's just like talking about the world, talking about what's actually really happening, talk about men's mindsets, talk about women's mindsets and whatnot, how Yolanda plays a part into like the actual breakage of the relationship on a normal basis, how the friend will come in, especially the single friend.
Yeah, it's a lot of conversations happening.
Yeah.
So like that's what, when I was putting it together, I wanted that duality, like, you know, those conversations. I feel like a good show, it gives you multiple emotions, multiple types. So like I you know who I respected show Insecure, Issa's, right?
Oh, I love that show.
Even as a man watching it, I didn't feel lesser than, like we wasn't being represented. I was like, yeah, man, I'm Team Lawrence. You know what I mean? Issa, you need to be by Lawrence, man. So I wanted to create that same feeling, you know what I mean, where the men felt represented and then the women still felt represented at the same time. So, you know, some women would have said, oh, I wouldn't stick by this guy, I would have been left. Some women say, you know, maybe not, you know. So it's that conversation of how long do you support somebody? Is it abusive to support somebody for so long, and do you still have obligations to a person, you know, that's pursuing this dream and they're doing these things?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too, because I got that down later. We're going to talk about this season.
My first time shooting with Tyrell, I met him at a hotel. Mind you, it's like a really nice hotel, but I get lost, which is already
you
kind
had
of like...
on that lingerie, cousin.
Yeah.
It was cute, girl.
Yeah. But so it's like, this is my first encounter with him. I'm at this like super nice hotel. For one, it was like a whole bunch of men in there, and I'm like, you know, I got the cameras on me, and that was a scene where I was basically like, you know, about to get taken advantage of by like one of the customers. It was definitely weird. I think I interact more with the camera crew than like, of course, anybody else, because it's really just me and Tyrell when we shoot.
The girls weren't really there with you.
Yeah, so it's just I just have him.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately.
He makes you feel comfortable, I will say. You don't feel weird around Tyrell at all. Ever once.
And the Fly family is so cool.
No,
they're so funny. And
even the intimate scenes, like Tyrell's like, are you okay? Like, are you good? And he's like, dang, like, you nervous? I'm like, yeah.
What about y'all? Because y'all friendship flowed naturally too. Like, I thought y'all knew each other off camera too. Until you lied, because child, you could not lie, but we're going to talk about that
later. No, we met through the Fly family on set, and you know, since he's a seasoned actor, and I'm really like, so I did take some acting classes in high school in New York, right? I was at a performance arts school in New York. So I took 3 years of acting. Then I came my senior year here, right? And so, but I hadn't picked that bag up at all. But you know, rap, entertainment, I tell stories, you know what I mean? So in a sense, I'm a creative anyway. I can always envision like, okay, I'm telling a story. How would I act out that story in a video or something? But I hadn't. Fourth wall in New York, unique New York, and all of that. You know, you love unique, you know, all that stuff we learned. I don't remember, you know, all that in acting class. And so when Mike was like, okay, you know, he was reschooling me, putting me back. All right, let the words resonate. You ain't gotta rush your line and stuff. You know, he was very much instrumental into like making sure I was delivering it perfectly and getting into the acting bag.
What's y'all most memorable moment on set? The moment that stood out.
I feel like me and her is gonna be similar.
Let's hear the similarities, cousin.
You wanna go? You go. Definitely the sex scene for me. Lord Jesus, I have 4 older brothers.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. I have 4 older brothers, and I'm like. I'm like, how long this gotta? They're like, okay, we gotta do it from this angle. Now we gotta do it from this, and it felt like it was so long. I'm like, bruh, I just cannot. They're like, can you moan for us? I'm like, oh, Lord. So, yeah, I've never been an actor. So, like, doing that.
Yeah.
And then knowing, like, my brothers were going to see it, like, I sent them the timestamp. Skip this part, 382 to 285. Skip that part. Like, yeah, go ahead and take that out. That was definitely, but it was still.
You the youngest sister?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
Oh,
I'm the
Yeah,
girl.
I saw your podcast episode with your two brothers.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I appreciate that.
What about you, Takara?
That was the same thing. And I'm nervous sweat. So I'm sweating. I got sweat rolling down my, like, Tyrell, like, yo.
Man, no.
Because then they like, yeah, turn over, actually. Get on all fours. Put your face in the- He like, yeah, grip the sheets to make it look real. I'm like, oh my God.
They do not play. They want that angle every time.
The Hot Boy Shaq sex scene, when he got up, he still had on his basketball shorts. I was like, now, why y'all still, how he coming from under the cover with the basketball shorts?
I mean,
Yeah. You feel me?
You could be
He did,
right.
you know,
I ain't
yeah.
think about that. Yeah.
He did just meet us. He was like, look, you know what we came here to do?
See, yeah, how much Shaq spoke about that scene. He was like, man, that's crazy. I ain't never dealt with that. He was like, yeah, she moaning like I'm really doing it. That's crazy. Yeah, Shaq was like, he was geeked about that. He was like, that's some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. I met him through the Fly family too, and yeah, he's been like a brother ever since.
Okay, what about you, Mike? Most memorable moment?
Oh, all of them. I love every day I'm on set.
Aw.
I love working with the crew and the cast. You know, I've been working with the Fly family for a minute now. So everybody's great. You know,
Is it any moment that stood out like that shit crazy?
Yeah, shoot, all of them. It's like, but you know,
Honest.
that's the
Honest.
beautifulest thing about, you know, when people, you know, even if it's for moments, you know, a lot of themselves to be vulnerable. You know, even try as much as they can to, you know, release the best that they feel that they can give. And that's one thing I love about what I do. So, you know, no matter how long it takes, everybody getting through the shots, smiles, quick conversations, you know, where's the water bottle? Or, you know, just anything thrown out, you know, it reminds me of, you know, family moments, you know, that we don't get anymore. You know, how times change. But that's something that I just love what I do. You know, so I always just cherish those moments. You know, I try to continue to make sure everybody's smiling and, you know, we kill it. So,
Okay. What about you, cousin?
I want to say it's like the first time I filmed with everybody, not knowing what it was, and then like absolutely loving it. I had this whole part that I had to like kind of just like ramble about. It was complete improv, and I remember that I almost had them crackling on set because I said the man looked like he had a 401k. And it just kind of set the tone for our whole relationship. And it was just, I think for me, it was just nice seeing all the hard work I put into like taking acting classes and everything. And then, because I've been working as an actress before, but still like really taking in everything that he had said to me. Shout out to Lon and Film Actor Studio, and Corrigan Johnson, and just breathing the character into life. The first moment you breathe the character into life and become that friend. Because we've all had that friend who like talks about that one guy and what he looked like and everything and thinking about our whole future already, and you've only been talking to him for like one night, and then he ends up being shit. But like, let's be real, we have that conversation, all of a sudden it just dies. But just a sheer excitement as a friend and wanting to talk to your friend, but the conversation changes a different direction because your friend who is in a current relationship is not doing well and going through something. So, and then just establishing just a relationship with them, it was just hilarious. It was fun. I knew I wanted to go back. So.
Okay. So you also had No Limit Larry on there. You had DJ Chuck T, and then of course you had Hot Boy Shaq. What made you choose them for their roles? Well, No Limit Larry, I'm sure, because the radio.
Yeah, he had to play a radio. He pretty much played himself. You know, so after Big Prince dies, No Limit is talking about the death.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chuck T, me and him go way back, you know. So you know how Chuck T does his reverb reviews. I'm not sensitive when it comes to it. I like to know what my stuff is if it's any good. So I send my stuff out. That's how me and Chuck had started. I started sending it to the Reverb reviews, and whether he like it or not, and like, oh, you'll change this, change that. Oh, this is a hit. This is a hit record right here. You need to put some money behind that. And so I guess he seen like that. I was taking the constructive criticism, and I was coming back. You know what I mean? Like for just like, all right, shoot. He'd probably tell you right now, he probably got a whole album of mine on his computer. Right? So then I'm like, yo, I gotta sing. I'm doing this other thing. I gotta sing. I need you to come through. He's like, bet, you know. And then we got on the phone and talked on the phone, and he was just like, yo, I like you, dude. You ain't sensitive. You know, Chuck was like, I can give it to you straight, and you pay your way, and you just an all around good dude. So he's hosting the event on the 28th, and I was like, yo, how much for the hosting? He was like, you always pay me for everything. I'll do it for free. I was like, word? Yeah. He was like, yeah. I said, nah, you don't have to do that, man. Come out your way for free. He was like, nah, I want to do it for you for free. I was like, okay.
DJ Chuck T always support like people in the city. That's one thing I can say about him. What about Hot Boy Shay? Why you picked him for that role? Then y'all killed him.
Well, Big Prince already, that script was wrote, right? And so I was looking for an established artist that people can recognize in Charlotte. You know what I mean? That people already knew of. So I had, 3 played Big Prince. You remember 3 used to be S-Dub.
I don't remember.
You don't remember S-Dub? So he used to be S-Dub, but he went to BET. He had a deal with Def Jam and all that. So 3 he played Briefcase.
Okay.
So that was where he was like, Briefcase, and she was arguing with him in the thing. So his name now is 3. And he went to BET and did the BET battle thing and won. But so I had 3 for that position, but then I was like, okay, I'm looking for somebody else. And so I'm reaching out to, everybody that, I reached out to Fetty P. I reached out to YBA, and I reached out to a bunch of all the people I know that kind of like out here doing something that got motion. You know what I'm saying? So then Fly was like, yo, we can get Hot Boy. I know him. I got his personal number right now. And so, because I'm using Instagram, so he's like, he called him. He said, yeah, I'm going to come through. So then he came through. He didn't even really know what it was, and then we kind of explained it to him. I ain't telling him he was going to die until the day he died.
So when your contract is
No, he didn't read his script. Because that's what it was. When he was talking about it, and he was just like, hold on, I'm supposed to die. I'm like, and then he was like, yeah, like you didn't know that. He like, no, man.
He can come back. He can come back as like a Casper situation. I mean, we can have go see.
So I had sent him the script, but
he did not read that.
You know what they say? You can how to hide something from us, right? Put it in the book.
I know Yolanda dies and Tyrell kills me. I'd be like, that'd be funny.
He played that role really well too.
Yeah, But see, the funny thing is, people was hitting me up when Tyrell finally yo, let's rob him. They was like, yes, I'm ready for Big Prince to get his, right? They was ready for him to.
Yeah, because he was trying.
True.
He gave you a black eye now.
Put a gun to your face at that point.
He did, and he did. Yeah. That's true.
What about your cousin?
Who, Mo?
Yeah, what made you say I'm giving him my real cousin for this role?
So I wrote the character based on the character always was Mo, but I wasn't gonna put him in the show. I was gonna get an actor, right? But he's telling me, yo, man, come on, I gotta play myself. And I'm like, Mo, you know how you
He
do.
was funny.
I love Mo.
He's a character in real life, so it's like, I'm like, yo, this is serious. I'm putting some money behind this. I need you to take this serious. I don't want you playing, man, because you be playing too much. And he like, I'm gonna take it serious. I promise. If I miss, I promise. I said, all right. So I'm like, when the first scene he in, I'm like, just know I will fire you behind before we get too far along. I'll fire.
Switch up the character.
Okay.
And he like, I promise. So that Mo was trying to be on his best behavior the whole time, But it's funny because then people hit me up. I love Mo.
Mo was hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah.
He was hilarious. He reminded me of that other comedian guy with the brown eyes. and he light skinned. D-Ray.
Mojo?
Oh,
D-Ray.
D-Ray.
He remind me of
D-Ray
D-Ray,
Davis.
like his personality.
Yeah, he does like stand-up comedy and stuff like that, so he's still actively working it. He's just a silly dude, but in person he's even worse. He's even more silly.
Y'all's interactions are hilarious. I cannot with y'all at all.
He was funny.
I do some skits with Mo, actually, like some improv skits. So when they gotta edit them or whatever, but I think they're gonna be like so funny because he's just funny, so it's easy to flow with him. 'cause
Yeah,
he's just
he
funny.
is.
I can't wait to see it.
But he was getting on Monica nerve. Monica snatched them collard greens from that man. Why you snatch that plate like
She had
that?
him in that interrogation.
Okay.
He ain't eating this today.
He was on the first 48. Look, okay? I'll get you a little box of chicken. You tell me where you at.
Like,
Yeah.
he like, it's Monica.
I think Monica is just like, it seems as though she's already like not really accepting of Tyrell's lifestyle, but she is accepting of him.
Cause her man, cousin.
Yeah, so it's like she just comes off very, bougie, stuck up, or better than.
Monica said you got 5 days.
Yeah,
And you got to go.
And she be getting on my nerves. So I know she gets back. Every time I read it, still, God, Lord, gotta cut somebody else out today. Lord, Jesus, she don't give nobody a break. But I mean, I do think in her heart, she does mean well. She clearly does love Tyrell.
She do.
Because, she was definitely
So
the
much.
backbone. She was the breadwinner. She was, she did let Mo stay. You know what I'm saying? Even though she gave Mo attitude, she was feeding Mo. She was doing things. So, I mean, she's a complex person for sure. But yeah, Mo get on her nerves now. And Mo don't make it easy for her. I ain't about to put it all on Monica. Mo in there, trash everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He don't make it easy.
But also 10 years. 10 years. How long are you supposed to deal with that shit? Then you got Mo coming in too?
Are you talking to me or Monica?
Yeah, I mean, sorry. I think
She's
both.
talking about.
I think both. I think
Yeah.
both. No, but if you think like we're talking about like Monica and how she like seems like stuck up and everything, but at a certain point, when you get to a certain age too, as you're going through life with somebody, at some point you want that person, that man, to be the protector and the provider and whatnot. And now I'm protecting and providing for 2 men. Oh hell no!
Right.
You gotta go.
Well,
I'm sorry, talking about Monica.
so that's what when I was thinking about writing it, right? When I was like, okay, in my mind, it's like I've listened, raised by a single woman. I've listened to a lot of these women conversations, so you know how they go. How sometimes some women stay for a while. Like you said, 10 years, right? Because the time they don't. This is the devil I know. You know what I mean? Versus to starting all over and having to relearn a whole new person, having to relearn, you've invested that much time. You don't want to discard it so easily. Maybe he can turn it around and we can finally get to the...
Sure.
I mean, I feel you. But,
Yeah.
10 years as a girlfriend is not. It's completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
As a girlfriend, it's completely if
Yeah.
they were married, if they were engaged, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
What would y'all say is the limit, ladies? Like the longest you think we should go as women?
I don't want to turn.
I'll answer that one for you. I don't think I don't even have all the respect that when it comes to marriage in the first place in this generation, because as somebody who has been married, I know it's just as easy to just like quit if you wanted to in the first place. I think where it comes down to is the trajectory, right? Are you doing something with the career path that you have in mind, or are you just sitting on your ass talking about it? There's a big difference. Are you actually trying to move forward in our relationship? Are you just saying, well, I don't want to call it a title just because it makes me uncomfortable situation? It really depends on the man and the woman's intention along the way. So for me personally, I can be a girlfriend for years and not have a problem with it. The minute you try to make me a mother to your children, that's when the conversation becomes, all right, a wife. But you see what I'm saying? Like, then we start having the conversation of, okay, what are we doing? How are we moving forward? How are we building, income for our children and whatnot? But building together with somebody, I could go years dating somebody. That's fine. But I will be your girlfriend. I will be your partner. I will be your soul tie. If anybody asks, this is serious. That's my woman. That's not like some girl I'm just saying, I'm not a rest stop. That's my woman. That's the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. That's the difference.
I feel like it's not really a time frame. I feel like if it doesn't suit you anymore, then you just got to do what you got to do, right? I mean, everybody's different. So
Yeah.
That's
you
what
can
I
be
think.
like, cause you know,
Because she said 10 years way too long.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
10 years of the
personally,
bullshit was way too long. There's a difference. Yeah.
Well, you go over there quiet, Mike. You over there shucking and smiling.
Make some noise.
Make some
Tell the
noise.
truth.
as long as he got a drive, like he's determined to do something, I feel like there's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Deal with what you can put up with. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. And doing something with it. What are you doing with it?
What is it?
Okay, if you're just talking about it, but you're not taking any classes for it, that kind of shit. If you're not looking for the job, you're not applying to the positions or anything, but you're like, but I really want to be this, and so I'm gonna keep spending money on it, but like not actually doing something with the money that you're spending, because you can invest in yourself, but what are you doing after you invest in yourself? Are you sitting on
Tyrell
your
was
ass?
investing in himself
Yeah, very much so.
in the show.
Just didn't have
You was
nothing
like,
to come back
girl,
home
no.
to.
Right. Nothing in
Okay.
But I think that's because you
Okay.
thought he
I
was
invested
cheating
in
on
Rick,
her, right?
But yes, that too.
I was
but
investing in
also,
Rick money.
He found an
invest
investor.
smart. Invest smart. I'm not over here just willy nilly like giving people money with so I could become famous or nothing. Like when I invested in myself, I invested in my portfolio and everything too, for sure. But the money that I invested in came back 3 times fold. So invest smart. And then also here's a real issue. She would have had less of a problem with it if it was a conversation beforehand. They call that financially cheating. That is a thing.
Okay.
Talk on that. That's a thing. So this is why I'm Yolanda, guys. When you go about, you've been living with somebody, they basically are damn near married. When you go about having a house together and everything, and then you just decide you're just going to spend all that money and not tell your woman about it, and then they're just supposed to accept it because that's their new reality, that's that shit we can't let fly. No. But if he had talked to her about it in the show.
We might need a drink for this conversation.
Right. You want some wine?
But if you said, hey babe, this is my financial plan, this is what we're doing and whatnot, they said if I spend this money that my music can go on the show and whatnot, she would have been like, okay, what was the money that we're gonna make up for that? Then that would have been fine. She would have been fine. It would have been $1,000.
If them bills was paid, she would have been fine.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
The
That
bills
was
paid,
the
she would've been
biggest,
fine.
the biggest
That
issue.
part.
I mean,
Yeah.
What's
So
y'all
that's
thought,
basically
man?
saying like the guy's supposed to just handle all that.
No,
they was doing it together.
I think,
Together.
yeah, because she paid her part.
Yeah.
So now she's taking
She's-
care of.
Okay,
Because she said this ain't even
all
half
all
the
of it.
10
time.
years,
Yeah.
right? Does
Uh-huh.
that bother you in the character? Like, I'm not talking about actually you, BK.
Okay, you can talk to
From
me.
by you saying that like you being the breadwinner at the time, you in the show is showing that. Do you think that's what it is, and you feel like it's more stress building up on you?
I think with Monica, she doesn't have a sense of security within those 10 years. She invested 10 years into this man and what to show for it. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, like,
it's like to invest. You know how it is, because it's like, man.
because you have to think that wasn't their house. That was her house. You know what I'm saying? And we'll find out. That was everything that she was putting in. She paid the bill. She
What if he was doing it for you?
paying what? Oh, then that'd be doing for me.
Oh, see, I got
Wait,
caught you.
But I want to clarify the conversation.
Yeah, 'cause
like if a man was investing in me,
I'm just saying, like, just flipping it around.
okay. So like,
If you was the artist and
he was the. So for me, right? If we have an understanding that we're going 50-50, whatever I'm doing in my time, I need to make sure I have my 50-50.
Yeah.
That's the issue, right? It wasn't the fact that he didn't have it. It was the fact that he was responsible for having it and still did not do it, right? So if he cannot do that, if we have a conversation and you agree upon this and then you cannot do that, you're not holding up to your deal. So then we need to have a different conversation of, hey, I can't do 50-50 because I want to invest in my dream. Are you okay with that? You see what I'm saying?
Because violating the
Alonzo
contract.
docked my pay.
Yeah, so I think it was just a miscommunication. And again, I'm not here to tell women how long they should be in something or what they consider an investment.
That's different for
you know what I'm
everybody.
saying? It's
That's
different
my
for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've heard plenty of times where, the significant other held them down the entire time and they took care. But for me, if me looking at Monica and playing Monica, I feel where I pull emotion from is feeling like I got cheated out of something that I didn't sign up for. That's where my emotions
Okay,
come.
but what if it what if it happened?
What?
Well, and he like got on.
Would you willing to be something?
I still, because the issue is, I don't think she has a problem with his music. I feel like she has a problem with him neglecting her because of the music.
Okay, but would you still feel that way if he did blow up and?
Yeah,
Yes.
because the relationship is still not going well. So it's not him looking at the music and things of that nature. She hasn't gone. She doesn't know he's performing. She doesn't even know where his money's coming from.
Yeah,
She's
why was you lying, Tyrell?
But why do you think? Why do you think he did that?
Because
he lied?
so this is
Why do you think he did that?
So this is, and I'm just looking from Monica's position, right? If we agree we're going 50-50 and you don't have your money because of music, I'm now going to say you need to stop doing the music because the music is not allowing you to hold up your end of the bargain. It was never, I think his music was whack. It was never, every time she brought up the music, it was because he's neglecting her in the relationship.
Come on.
He's neglecting his responsibilities.
Come on.
So it never was, I think he's a terrible rapper. I've never heard Monica say that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, even if he gets on, is that now going to fix the relationship? Is he now going to not? She doesn't know.
No.
All she can see is right now, I'm getting the short end of the stick, and music is the cause of it. So I don't want him doing music.
That is a debate right there.
What you got to say, because you jump in and you...
Like, we're going to make some noise in here.
No, what you think?
From a man's
That's why I
perspective.
feel like y'all gotta go check the show out. So
Yeah,
y'all get y'all
you really do,
feedback, man,
honestly.
because I feel like it does touch bases, especially in our culture. A lot in homes. It doesn't have to be in a personal relationship. It can be a friend relationship. We all go through stuff, man. But
What you think? You his friend?
Yeah, I feel like, hey, what I'm telling him in the show is what I probably tell him in real life. I will hope you not saying things, just out of spite, and you saying it out of emotions because there's a lot going on. But hey, all I can do is, be a friend, be a supporter, and that's one thing I love about my character. Actually being a brother, man, being a best friend, and it's two males. You ain't just gotta be cool when y'all playing or hanging out at a club or something. Being really supportive there for them, because a lot of times, especially in our race, in our culture, I know I can speak on that as being a black male. It's hard to vent. It's hard to really feel free to express yourself, to our peers, and especially to our women, because it's just the way it can come back. But we're all human,
Do you think Monica should have kept supporting his dream?
Most definitely. But, I can't really go on the deep end and personal end, because Tyrell is my boy, but that's something I know is male just like female. We don't tell all the stories.
Yeah.
And I can't, judge him for that. That's part of life, but, hey, man, nothing's perfect in life.
So yeah, like when I was thinking of like the characters and I know I wrote Tyrell to be selfish. Tyrell is very much selfish.
Yeah, because you was over there thinking about Asha while you and Monica doing it.
Right.
Well, because he had just met her, and so she was still replaying in his mind.
Yeah.
And so Tyrell is very much so, and the reason I did that was because like I said, I watch interviews. Busta Rhymes was saying, to make it in the industry, you got to be selfish and self-centered and delusional. So
Delusional is a big one too.
I was like, how am I going to create this character? He's very much so. So like but that's not who I am naturally. So it's funny because I see guys get up and roar about Tyrell not, she should have did this and this, that, and the third, and feeling supported. But me personally, as a person,
That's mine.
me personally, I halted my dream. That's why I'm back here now again. I'm like, okay, boom, I halted my dream, made certain sacrifices so I could be financially stable, to be able to be sure that I wouldn't put nobody through that.
Do
That I
y'all
wouldn't
think
be
as
abusive
men?
to someone.
I think her best friend was in too much of the tea.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of problems nowadays too. We do
wait
run
a
into
second now,
The friend with no man the whole time.
Wait now, because at the end of the day, single women do be given different insights that needed to be gotten. To be honest, I said check his shit, and there was stuff in the shit.
But
There was
look,
a conversation that did not have.
you-
There was a conversation that Tyrell did not have with Monica, and that's again the problem.
Look.
You keep shit from your woman, they gonna find out. Whatever's in the dark will
well,
come to the light.
she was living in bliss,
What bliss?
ignorance.
She was ignorant, but there was no bliss. There was no bliss. no twinkles happened over there for
Wait,
Monica.
before we get on the best friend, man, I want to ask y'all one thing. Because as you know, like when y'all go watch episode 1 through 6, Cuzns, Terrell got fired. He ain't go back to work. He was just focusing on his career. So as men, what are y'all thoughts as far as, do you think it's okay for men to just be like, I ain't gonna worry about that income right now. I'm just gonna focus on my career as an artist or whatever you got going on creativity wise.
Or is you speaking on that like as in being in a relationship as well, or?
Yeah, in a relationship, because this show about relationships.
I mean, it's, you know, everybody has, you know, their own opinion how they take it and things like that. You know, how they love, you know, everything. So yeah, I feel like it's what they create together. You know, we get a lot of this and that when people are talking just to get what we want from a person. So I just feel like, you know.
Would y'all quit y'all job and focus on the music career? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But that's the thing about it. Like, I feel like if someone's with me, especially if we together that long, you know, if you ain't with me, support me like on that, no, we shouldn't be together. Period. Maybe it's just something to walk on my own, you know.
So
Love don't pay the bills though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so
Depends.
and this
Yeah.
Tyrell never felt like, but you see from the very beginning, from the very first episode, she's asking him about the money. He's like, you know, so he never felt like there was a space that he could be honest with her. You know what I mean? So, and that speaks to that as well. That like, you do have to, if you want honesty, like especially y'all been in a relationship for a long period of time, and this person knows you. They know how already believes how you're going to respond. So they already have a perception. Like if I come in there and tell her, so even when he's talking to his boy, she already on my neck.
Right.
Monica on my neck. I can't.
I wasn't even on your neck.
So
my neck.
you know, he already don't want to disappoint her. So as men, we live and die through admiration from our women. We need you to admire us. The moment you look at us like you don't admire us, like we're less than to you. You don't look up to us.
Speak king.
You look less than to us. And we can see that in your eyes, and you consistently tell us that where we're lacking in, we start to become put up our defenses in a sense where I don't feel like I can tell you anything else that can take away more, where you look at me even more and more less. So we're not perfect, we know that, right?
Yeah.
It's the 80-20 rule. So we good at 80%, but then you keep reminding us that 20% that we're lacking in.
Are we together? We ain't. Come on now.
We don't like that.
Come on now.
That's why you'll see a rich man run off with a Waffle House lady who look at us like we're gods.
Lord.
Nah, that's
Because
real, like,
she admires
Cuzn
us.
said, "Oh Lord, what
I'm just
you got
saying,
to say, Cuzn?"
it's the admiration. The other ladies talking about, well, I make all this
But
money.
y'all will speak
It's
on
the
it on a
admiration
podcast,
is
but
what we're
never tell
looking
your
for.
woman about how you're feeling, but expect our intuition to understand that.
Nah. See, that's why I say I speak for self. I don't speak for all men. I'm a
I'm
communicator.
definitely the general public though.
Yeah, but
he just said that in terms of what they do, who they're gonna go to. He did not say that when we do feel that way, we're gonna tell a woman that we're feeling that way in the moment. That did not come out of his mouth.
Well, if you
Way,
provide a
kinda
safe
like,
space for us
yeah,
to be open
exactly.
with you.
Sure,
Like-
but if you don't feel like you have that space and that's something that you do not express in that moment, we have no idea that we're not accomplishing that goal. We're just living our everyday. So how are we supposed to know
Now
that?
I agree with that because I feel like if Tyrell would have opened up to Monica and kept it real with her, I think she would have been a little more understanding.
Why is that?
Like maybe
Because
we
she-
don't know, but we don't know.
Yeah,
But that's the thing, you
it kinda
don't
started
know.
already.
It's
You
like,
don't know.
oh,
She said
recorded.
might. No one's saying that she actually would have.
What's the-
But then you would have been able to judge her character off of not the assumption. See, assumptions, they say it makes an ass of yourself, but that's really not the real situation here. When you create an assumption, when you create that for somebody else, it's uncommunicated expectations lead to resentment. But they're still uncommunicated. So this person never knows that you are holding that resentment and then holding that admiration for another person, giving it to them. They don't know what to give you.
Well, that's what you'll see. So when he meets with Asha,
Yeah.
she's giving him admiration.
Right.
Which he's not getting. He feels like he's
But
not
she
getting
started
That's
giving it to
easier.
you
That's
towards
easier.
the end, and then you ain't really care about it no more.
Right.
I think two things can be true at once, right? Like I think there were things in the relationship that Tyrell did to not be beneficial, and things that Monica did to not be beneficial.
Absolutely.
I definitely feel as though Monica has not, for a while, created a safe space for Tyrell to trust her enough to communicate with her.
Yeah.
I also feel as though Tyrell cannot expect Monica to just sit there and not have these slew of emotions when things are communicated effectively to her on what he's doing and what he's planning. Because if he's supposed to be the man of the house and the leader of the house,
Must
you
be
have
treated
to you know, let everyone else in the house know where we're planning to go with this.
Right.
So again,
You gotta allow him to
there,
lead,
you
though.
know, this is why there's
What
a
is
lot
he
of
leading?
discourse because
What's he doing?
no, there's a lot.
What is he doing, cousin?
Yeah. So I mean,
saying.
it's
You
a
got-
reason why
You
know.
saying that it was
We're
some,
gonna go back and forth over here on
Right.
this side real quick. So go ahead.
you didn't see the leadership there, cousin?
Right.
Because you said, what was he doing?
No. No. But okay, but on a real note, I'm not gonna say
He
that.
was
We
leading
were
y'all to
not-
fame and fortune, bro.
Right. He found it.
You gotta.
He just ain't let me know.
Eventually, I mean, I wasn't trying to cut. I definitely was not trying to cut her off from all what she's saying because she was speaking some words here. Those were gems. But he's like, you gotta let him lead. I'm like, how? How is that man leading? She's been having to take over for so long. Like, and I'm all about spirit and all that other stuff and whatnot. Her spirit was having to take charge for the both of them for years. So how is she gonna let him lead when he was not leading? If she had sat there and said, all right, you got it, they would have lost their home.
But what is a partner supposed to be there for?
No, but you're
Hold
saying
on.
lead, but you said lead, not partner.
Exactly. Hold up. When I say lead, you have to allow somebody to lead you by listening.
But
Hold up.
But he lied.
But you,
He said, listen, cousin, let's
See,
listen.
that's
Okay,
the biggest
sorry,
thing
sorry,
about
go ahead.
relationship.
Go ahead. No, you're right. You're right. In that moment, yes, you're right. So sorry, go ahead.
Listening is key.
This is what
but
happens
hearing,
behind the scenes.
Hearing at the same time, it makes two of those things just really bring power. But in order to allow somebody to lead, and especially if we're talking about a relationship when a male and a female,
I'm listening.
you gotta, you know, it's just a part of it. It's just a part of being a part of a team. You know, when he's down and he's your king for being a queen, you're supposed to step in and take care of things that they come to and not speak on.
She stepped in for 10 years.
No, I mean,
I agree with both.
I
I
agree.
agree with both
How
of
long
y'all.
can you mark? Because
But that's what she's asking
okay,
for
if you
him
did it
to
for those
step
10
up.
years and he came back and did it for the rest of her life before she passed, did he do a good job? You
Well,
feel like he
I
did a
think
good
like
job?
when
Right.
a woman leads for so long, it's out of natural order. From what I see in
Yes.
just life, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we gonna have our man back. They slip. We
Yeah,
gonna pick them up.
absolutely.
But I think when a woman leads for so long, it does cause frustration because naturally she wasn't built
Right.
to be that leader. She's
Yeah.
only being that leader
But
because
that's the
she's
thing about it. I mean,
put in
she
that
ain't you ain't
situation.
taking full lead. Cause you the woman, you the queen. So what you doing, you giving your man that placement to lead at the beginning. If it's not working out, but you taking the place of being his woman, yeah, what's wrong with, you know what I'm saying, stepping in? I'm not looking at me lead. I'm looking at being a supporter. I'm looking at, because I love my partner. I believe in where we're going. Nobody else is supposed to. Like, just like how I look at people when they speak on, like, you know, amount of time of loving somebody, man. You can find a deeper love after the 5 years that you may never know you can love in that way. You know, that's something about, you know, continue to be a part of somebody, continue to want to listen in order to change.
Yeah.
And I learned that through sports. You know, you can be the best player on the field, but it ain't about just you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you gotta put all your egos and your prides and things maybe we grew up on of advice with certain things. Why?
Yeah.
Because you are in it, no one else.
But I would fully believe in 100%. It's not about, you know, this person has 50, this person has 50. I also don't believe in the conversation of what do you bring to the table. All of us, when it comes to conversations, makes no sense to me because we are human beings at the end of the day. But when she was talking about the natural order, we're asking our women to be submissive, but then I'm saying the general public. I'm not saying you, I'm saying the general public, we're asking our women to be submissive. And if they're not submissive, they're, agitating. We're asking our women to, bring more to the table. But then we're also not.
Girl, that just start happening too. That's these modern day guys.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Kevin Samuel came and the game changed.
Right. Please, don't get me started. But like we're not really getting into like the real conversation of no one's suggesting that she should have just like not supported him. There wasn't enough communication. We've already discussed that part. The issue really comes down to the fact that for years and years and years, she was stepping into a role that was not naturally what she agreed to with her life. She just accepted it because of her love for him. He wants to be the leader, then you take the lead. And I'm not saying that it had to be, in just a regular job. It could have been in his field. But the thing is, we don't really start seeing him actually pushing for anything, pushing for any of those goals until further into those episodes.
But it's
so
the
what
journey,
was he?
not the destination.
Oh, absolutely.
But even if he wouldn't have had tapped into any other career and he would have just kept being his bodyguard, I think taking the lead would have been, look, babe, I'm a bodyguard.
Right.
I get paid $600 a day. This how it's finna be, because you the leader, right? You gotta lead this situation. Let me know the direction. Let me know what way we going.
Because we're talking about the relationship, but let's also talk about the fact that he also wasn't doing and paying what he was supposed to do for his child.
Is it my child?
Oh, it's supposed to be.
Because Jamila wanted that child support.
And he was saying that he was already taking child support, but she had opened up several cases all over the place.
Yeah. So that's also a thing.
I think also as well, like when I talk about a man leading or anybody leading, right? First of all, you have to have a plan. So you just can't say let me lead. Even when you talk about sports, the star player still listens to a coach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we still have a playbook to follow. Monica doesn't know the playbook.
Not at all.
She does not know what she's supposed to be doing. She don't know what sport we're playing. But I think, moreover, even when we talk about financial things, first of all, whatever works in your relationship works in your relationship.
Right.
My mother
Right.
was definitely the breadwinner for a long time because my father was an entrepreneur. But she understood the assignment. You know what I'm saying? She understood, like, hey, he said, this is what we're doing. This is what my plan is. Do you mind doing this? And she agreed to that. And so because she agreed to that contract that they both had planned, that he showed her, this is my playbook, everything worked out very well for them. And so I think, again, both of them could take a lot of accountability, right?
Yes.
Monica does need to listen. When you say you love someone, you also need to respect someone.
Yes.
And giving them that respect is giving them a safe space.
Yeah.
Tyrell needs to say, hey, it's not about me. I can't just live with this woman, let her take care of me and not tell her what's going on and then be upset when she's upset.
Yes.
When the last thing she heard is that I'm going to do my part, and then instead of doing my part, I have an excuse. So, I mean, again, both sides are absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? It's not all men's fault, all women's fault.
No.
Everyone can take accountability to making sure that the ship goes forward.
Yes.
I mean, that's why when you look at a company, it's just not a CEO. It's a CFO. It's a COO. It's a janitor. It's a secretary. Because everyone has to do their job to make sure that the business goes forward. And so when everyone's not doing their job and the CFO got to worry about what the CEO doing, everything gets out of whack. So
company starts failing.
yeah.
What about Mike? You was the best friend. He called. Monica called you, and you just. I was thinking like Monica know he lying. Did Monica know he was lying?
Oh, for sure.
Because it's always like that. All right, I feel like we kind of know how to cover. But the men, y'all just think off y'all head and you just don't.
That's him being a terrible communicator because you should have communicated the lie.
Nah,
Takara gotta go.
Oh yeah. I just want to say thank you so much. I gotta leave.
Okay.
This was nice. I hope y'all finish y'all great debate. Excuse me.
Bye, love.
It's nice.
Bye, nice meeting you. I can't wait to see 7 and 8. Hey Cuzns, it's your girl Goddess 7, and listen, this commercial break is actually sponsored by me. Y'all make sure y'all go to Amazon and get this manifestation journal, 369 21-day manifestation journal. I'm gonna help you manifest all of your dreams, everything that you're inspiring. I'm gonna help you get there. I'm gonna guide you in this journal. Make sure y'all go check out Amazon Prime. The link is in the description. Go get your journal.
You want to sit down here or you stick?
Well, yeah.
Nah, you good. You good.
in reference to all of the debate, and that's what I wanted from the show when I was writing it. I wanted that because I'm very much not that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so funny to me to see the debates and to see the arguments because I felt like, okay, I knew when I was putting the Terrell in this situation, when you're in a relationship, you have an obligation if you to that other person, right? To be their supporter, be there in any facet that you in. And like to BK's point is that whatever y'all different strokes for different folks,
Yeah.
right? I don't believe in 50-50. I believe in 100-100. So that means you don't necessarily have to match my dollar, but you match my effort.
Right.
Yes.
Right? And so we're
Yes.
putting in the same amount of effort to make this thing go.
Yeah.
Right? And so at any given point, we don't know if I'm the breadwinner today. I could slip, bust my back. Now I'm all jacked up. You know, I would hope
Lost
that
the
you
whole
wouldn't
day.
discard me because I can't provide the same
Right.
way I was provided before.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I won't do the same for you. If something happened to you, say if you was the housewife, and now I got to do more house duties. What I'm gonna get you because you're hurt, you're sick, and now I'm like, oh, you ain't, you can't make it fried, you can't make fried chicken no more.
Right.
What can I? I'm gonna be there for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in here if I gotta pull out a cookbook and learn some new recipes or something. But different strokes for different folks. So other people that if they decided, hey, what is the lot? Let's create a line item and we're gonna do 50-50. I mean that's up to y'all. That works for y'all. You know, y'all might both be career driven people. And y'all might both be making so you hear all of those arguments, right? Because we're in a modern time. You know, you have modern women out here making more money than men now. You know, so and if that makes her feel like, look, I know I can't be here for you in this situation and that situation, so let me go ahead and you know what I mean? Because that makes her feel like, okay, I can't be here to cook you no fried chicken and do all that stuff, but I can pay a maid to do it. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't care who does what. You know,
As long as it's
long as it
done.
gets done.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people be so concerned, like, oh, so you mean to tell me you got maids cleaning the house? I don't care who clean the
The
house.
house clean?
Yeah.
It's clean, right?
Now, with you playing Monica, if he would have opened up and told you, hey, I got this job for Asha, I'm making $600 a day, do you think Monica would have opened up and accepted that?
I don't think so, just because of his previous situation with his baby mama or potential baby mama, because they have similar situations, and so that also and again, I can only speak from what I think Monica would do. BK, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I carry my relationships differently the way Monica carries them, but it doesn't seem as though that she trusts Tyrell, right? Because she's always going through Tyrell's things. She's calling Tyrell's friends. She's always questioning him about everything that he's doing, and it seems as though he has given her reason to question sometimes, right? Like they took a break, or maybe not a break, and then this, he messed with was she a stripper or escort type, lady of the night type of woman, and now you have this baby, and so now it's like, I think it would have taken some time for Monica to get comfortable with it, right? But even if sometimes I think people get caught up on assumptions and she might do this, she might do this. That's not your job on how she reacts to it. Your job is to deliver that information to her, right?
Yes.
And then you have a conversation, and if she decides, hey, I don't want to be a part of it, okay, cool. Or hey, I want to be a part of it, but you can't make the decision for someone else. And and people try to make decisions for other people, and you can't do that. You see what I'm saying? So regardless if Monica would have accepted it or not, that's not his concern. His obligation was to let Monica know what he is doing, because he's already betrayed her trust before.
Yeah. There it is.
Okay. Now, Scarlett and BK, y'all best friends. Scarlett, you had some good advice most of the time, but some of the times you did have some bad advice, cousin.
Yeah.
So, ladies, like in a real life situation, what's y'all thoughts about us as women when we sometimes have those homegirls who may not give great dating advice?
I think you definitely have to. I do believe in a two-handed circle. There are certain things that you tell, and there's certain things you don't tell. I think that a therapist should have handled that in some way, shape, or form. You do need one confidant, I believe, but I think that because Yolanda is so bias to Terrell about him and does not believe in his dream, that she's not the perfect person to go to about what he's doing with it. But I do agree with, like you said, some of the things that she has said before about what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be doing. And if he is being weird, then you need to go, check his shit. Like, I agreed with that part. I'm not gonna lie to you, because he shouldn't be hiding anything. But what I don't agree with is the fact that you're dealing with him when you feel like he's hiding shit. If that's how you feel, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. You've been dealing with this man for a long time. You need to confront him head on. And if he still lies to you, then you need to go. When he shows that he lies to you, then he needs to go. You shouldn't have to deal with that kind of toxic, feelings for so long in a relationship, because it starts to bring you down.
Yeah.
You start to age mentally, emotionally, and physically. You start to realize all the things that you wanted to accomplish you couldn't accomplish because you're holding on to somebody else who's not actively thinking about you whatsoever in any of the decisions.
There may be. Two things can be true at the same time, right?
Did you say you wrote him selfish?
He is selfish, but he's still... So a selfish person can still love people, right? That don't mean that they put themselves above, but that don't mean they don't love others.
Well, you're not loving
In
people
his
that
mind,
need to be loved, and that's
in his
important
mind, he thinks if he accomplishes the goal,
yes,
then
he can come back,
full forward.
pay her back all full forward. Like we seen the movie Acrimony, right?
Woo!
She was sitting there doing.
I hate that movie.
So
I hate movies like that.
He came back and gave her all of it for all her hard work.
That's a perfect movie of people not taking accountability.
Yeah.
It's just like both of them. And he did. I mean, no, you're right. Like,
but he also cheated on her during the time before he became better.
Did he cheat on her first?
Yes.
He cheated on her. That's how she ran into the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I hate movies like that. I think it
wasn't like
that. But in a sense, though, you just never know.
Right.
Yeah. If you're because all right, I seen something where it says for women it'd be best to get with a guy on the ground up, right? On his while he's building.
Grow together.
So y'all can grow together, because then now y'all built it together, so it's half of yours. He knows that you was there putting brick by brick, but you come to a man established. Now you come in a relationship with limitations, because I built this whole situation. So you get what I give you. You get limitations. But if you was here with me, here's the brick, here's the brick. There's no limitations. I understand. We overstand that you was here putting the bricks with me. And so that's the thing, is like,
I've seen different.
I mean, you always gonna have exceptions to the rule, but Michael Jordan was with his wife. When they split, how much did she walk away? Half of everything.
Yeah.
So that's why they say is for men, we know it's cheaper to keep her. Because if she was there when you was laying the foundation, she's more required. She's due for everything that you comes with it. Right. There is no you just came in here yesterday. You come now. You get limited. There's limitations to what you get, what you deserve.
What was the question again?
Right.
The question was as women, and I'm gonna ask men too, because sometimes y'all have those guys that give y'all bad advice. What's your thoughts about having friends that may not give us great advice when we're in a relationship?
I'm firmly on this. I say this all the time. I'm not a girl's girl. I hate that whole narrative. I'm not a guy's girl. I'm a person's person.
You said you a pick-me girl.
I'm a feminist pick-me girl. Yeah, it's a contradiction. Yeah, because you can't be a pick-me and a feminist at the same time.
Yeah.
What is right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm about what is right. You feel what I'm saying? So as it pertains to my friends, I have such a great group of friends where we are brutally honest with one another all the time. I have male friends, female friends, and we will tell you like, hey, I think this is absolutely wrong. I think you messed up, homegirl. Like, you need to, like, just the other day, my homegirl posted something on her Instagram and in her stories, and literally, look, I saw it, called her up, take it down. Like, you're trying to make this dude jealous for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, instantly, because it's like, that's not, you're playing the game that's you're gonna lose, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, things like that, you can't be two delusional bitches saying exactly. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep it real with one another. And that's, I don't have any friends in my circle that are yes men. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't tell me the real, then because I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
You're telling me how to keep a nigga, and I'm still without a nigga. So you know what I'm saying? And eventually, it's just not gonna work out well. So yeah, I think Yolanda and Monica. If I were Monica, I wouldn't be so vocal with Yolanda about my relationship.
Because I don't support him at all.
Yeah, because it's not conducive to what Monica is looking for. Monica is looking to keep her man, and she's actively
trying to work it
losing her man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
What
I call
about
his dream a pipe dream. That's not nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also think that she shouldn't get arrested for the bullshit that he's going through. So it's like both things can be very true. But like Yolanda's not a
But when she said I told him to quit, you was like, for real? I thought you was gonna be like, why you did that? You was like, well, you were right.
Right.
Yeah.
She
That's
was
what I'm
like,
saying. Like I'm not nice. I'm not
That
nice
show
all the
got
time when it comes
juicy.
to Tyrell. But I'm here for my friend, and I'm ready for her to be back in the streets with me. To be honest.
Yeah. What about the men? From a man's perspective, what do y'all do in that position? You got a girl at home, y'all whatever, and you got a guy in your ear giving you not so great relationship advice. It's just not great advice.
I don't have no circle of men like that
I
around
don't
me.
speak about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you're just giving them information, you know. It's nothing like as if you can't be anyone about, but when it comes to that, that's the in-house problem.
Yeah.
I feel like we learned that with family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As an example, like we may tell our sister or brother or mom or dad. It may not be nothing big, but in a way, it's gonna be how they're gonna take it. You know what I mean? Just I feel like in-house business should stay there.
I think it's like a level of maturity. Like once you reach a certain level of maturity as men, you don't hang around men that's not yoked with you. Like that. So it's like, I see you don't take care of your kids. You ain't my friend, dude. Like, get away from me. You know what I mean? I see you ain't taking care of your household. You know what I mean? You ain't a stand-up dude. Like, I want people around me that got principles and morals and values with themselves, you know? So, like, we'll be, I could still be an associate with you, like, see you in the street. Yeah, man, you seen the game? Ha, ha, ha. And I'm out, but call you for advice and I see how you're moving. That's not gonna happen.
No, yeah.
And then even if I know you from the block, we can shoot the shit. Yo, man, yeah, remember Auntie Cuzn got da. And then there's deuces. But the people you're gonna put people in your circle. Most mature men gonna have people in their circle that they feel like they could be vulnerable with. I could come and tell them, yo, man, I'm feeling this way, and am I wrong for feeling like this? And X, Y, Z, and then this he knows this person's gonna be not use it or weaponize it against him later, so he can come to him and confide in him because this man ain't gonna throw it up in your face and say or tell him where he's lacking. So some men, like, we feel like we don't have that safe space with women because when a woman gets angry, that can become a weapon, and so they don't tell their women their vulnerabilities because you might turn it into a weapon and use it against me. And especially if we've gotten into arguments before, and remember that. Because some women get angry and they instead of using logic, they use emotion. And emotion, if you let your emotion supersede your logic, you're going to just fly off the handles. And then now, as men, we internalize that. We might not say nothing to you, but we know I can't tell you nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
And so we'll call up. I've seen women say, oh, it seems like he loves his homeboys more. I can be vulnerable with him. I could call him and say, yo, bro, I'm not feeling good today, bro. Like, I want to, I just want to go wreck some shit. I'm la. And he's not going to weaponize that like, yo, you was depressed yesterday. You need to take medication.
week.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because every week, sometimes you feel like you can't show your chip in your armor.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're going through it. We be stressed out too,
Yeah.
And so, but if we realize, if you say, you can do that with me and we have a record of success that you never doing, turning it up on me like that, then I'm going to always come confide in you.
Right.
We test y'all with little things. And then when we see you throw it back in our face, oh, okay.
Ain't telling nothing else.
Right.
Why do y'all stay? Either like go to counseling and fix it, or like make the decision to leave honorably.
That don't necessarily mean you're a bad person because you did that. That just means that you're flawed in that area.
Yeah.
I don't discard people for one thing that they've done.
No, absolutely not. But why is it not a conversation of something that we need to fix instead of just something that you abandon? in your mind, and then so it causes you to abandon in other areas, and you're not realizing that.
Well, I might not have been. You might still be a great helpmate. You might still be a great person. You might still be
But-
great in other areas. But I know I can't trust you with my kryptonite.
But that's what I'm asking. You start to, when I say that, I'm saying that you're abandoning the thought. Sorry, you're abandoning the thought that you can have a conversation with your woman. So by little throughout the years, you start abandoning the relationship in different ways because you're making the choice in one area and it's starting to shift in your other areas. So by not having that conversation with the woman about what they're not giving to you, you're making a choice that kind of leads into other choices. Where I'm saying, like, you guys could have gone to therapy, like, listen, I think we need therapy. You're actually getting a chance to see their character and how much they're willing to push for the relationship too, by making the choice of having a third person in there. Now, if they still choose to make the same decisions, then you know their character too. But me personally, I don't want to, the whole idea of like red flags and everything, I hate them too, because I think they're just used to hurt other people. If you're not meant for me in my spirit, then you're not meant for me in my spirit. I'm also okay very much so with being single. You're not going to be the perfect person, but vulnerability is the thing that you need in a relationship.
No, so you believe that your mate must be your best friend?
I believe that my mate should be my soul tie. A best friend can be cut off at any point.
I mean, a relationship is a relationship, right?
Right, but
So
soul tie, not best friend, because best friends I've gotten rid of before.
But so this person you have to have every facet, like this person you have to have every facet with in that sense, like.
No, but the one thing I should be able to have with somebody that I'm in a relationship with and planning to have a relationship with up until the day that I die is that I could be vulnerable with you. We're laying in the same bed and I can't tell you my feelings.
You can tell him your feelings, but he may not feel he can tell you his.
Right, but I'm saying that's
Like-
but both. That's what I'm saying. Both. It
What?
should be both.
I mean, it might not.
But
it don't
I
it
don't
don't
accept
always
that.
work like
But
that.
that's why he was saying what he is, like what he had said about the situation. Like when we try, we test y'all with little things most of the time.
And it doesn't
And-
negate that you're a good person.
Yeah, but that's a good. You need to be a good listener in any relationship. You could be a good listener as a friend, but you can't be a good listener to the person that you're literally sharing bodily fluids with and
I mean,
laying
that-
down
you
next to
can't
and
control
going
the
to
person.
church. No, you can't.
Like-
But no, you can't. But I
What you want
choose
me to
to
do?
not say. But I choose
I
to
don't
not
want you right
say. But listen,
What
if I'm gonna have a conversation, I'm going to choose to let you know what I've been feeling. And if you're not showing up in that area, that is very important for a relationship. We're forgetting that part. That's very important of an area to
Okay,
see.
I tell you what, you meet someone and he checks every box, but he's emotionally
No, because I've gone through that, and that's how I ended up divorced.
I mean, he didn't cheat on you. He's faithful.
That's how it led to
He's
that, though.
loyal. He pays the bills. He does all his everything. But he's not an affectionate,
That's-
emotional person.
That's
You
how
can't-
it leads to it, though.
He's just
You ask me.
no. I'm just saying.
No, that's how it leads to it, though. That's literally
But
what
this is
happens.
what I'm
'Cause
saying.
he
That
had- he
everybody's
checked all the-
80-20 is gonna be somewhere.
But
They're
you
gonna
said
have a
he had the
deficiency.
80-20, but that's how it led to it. So he had all of those things, green flags everywhere, great family man, great friend to all these other people. He was a Christian. We were equally yoked. He was a great father, in fact. The one area that he didn't show up was emotional and being vulnerable and being able to communicate.
And you need that.
And no, he needed that. Because at the end of the day, because he was not able to communicate, he had that resentment. He went to everyone else. I was completely in the dark. So, boom, it happened to me all at once. That is that one area that people think they can just scoot on by in a relationship. It will not work.
That's why you came so hard as the friend.
Uh-huh.
You're like, girl, I seen this
It's-
before.
But it's important. I feel like I wish that more people understood that.
Yeah.
Everybody is choosing to live their lives in like this weird. I've seen relationships. I'm watching relationships as I speak in my life, where this person is choosing every day to just be silent about their feelings and just take what they can get because they're familiar and don't want to go back in the dating scene. It brings them down. The gray hairs that I see, the wrinkles that I see, the toxic energy that I see every day because you're just choosing to pass on by. And then when the person leaves, all of a sudden you're back and you're wretched. That's not good. That's not cute. That's not okay. If I'm planning on dying with you, if I plan on being on my deathbed and holding your hand, I should be emotionally available. Yes, but still, I should be emotionally, I should feel like I'm emotionally vulnerable with you, and you were able to be emotionally vulnerable with me. I should not, after I've gone and died, that my partner's like, man, finally I can talk some shit to somebody else. That should have never been a situation. I want my partner
But what
to
if
be
it's
real
things
with me.
that? What if it's things from the other? Like, what if you don't see maybe the problem? What caused him not to,
I'm not gonna
speak
say
up?
if you don't say anything.
But what if he have said things so many times to the point it's just like
Counseling.
I know. As a
counseling?
man, I've been
Everybody
in some
say
crazy
counseling is just a great
situations. I
choice.
don't know.
It is.
But
It's a
it's
great
not for
choice.
everybody.
It's not for everybody, but you don't know until you try. If you have not tried your hardest to make sure that both sides to try their hardest to not make sure the relationship works and hear the other person, then this person is not for them. They're for you. They're only for themselves.
I feel like
that's
you
a
should try
selfish
with
act.
God. That's why you need to keep God.
I believe it.
God
No, but
Because
yes.
if you can't listen and hear the person that you supposedly love, the
Yes.
person you're gonna die with,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? If you can't like literally do that, you can't listen and hear at the same time. Like, what's the purpose you've been with them? Like you said before, like leave. Because then you can't make somebody. It's a choice.
Yes,
You
you
should
can't
want to
make
choose.
somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I choose you.
if you can't do that for a person, why would another person that you don't even know, you just know he got a certificate on the wall, that he's finna listen to, he's finna do what your partner or you've been telling your partner is begging to do. So he's finna basically sit there and ask y'all questions of everything personally for you to get, but it's still not gonna feel true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's not doing it with you. You're not doing it with him.
Have you been to counseling?
I don't need counseling.
Oh, okay, so there it is. He hasn't been to counseling.
No, I don't need counseling.
No, but everyone could use it. First of all, I'm not suggesting that it has to be something that everybody needs, but I'm saying like everyone can use it because it gives you a different mindset than your own. Your reality is only your reality. Perception is also reality. So you're not going to get a sense of anybody else's perception, especially if you're not an empath. You're not going to understand that. Your only reality that you've lived in every single day and you've learned from coming into birth is a reality that you've just learned from growing up, from going to school, from the people that's around you and whatnot.
Can't speak for everybody,
but most of the time, that's what happens. Your own perception is the only perception that you're going to get. Whereas a third party and somebody who's understanding of different kinds of people's mindsets, brains, personalities, and what they come with, and their traumas that they've come with as well, will be able to, in a way, for lack of a better word, translate what that person is saying. Some people are acts of service. Some people are words. What is that word? Because I'm an acts of service. Affirmations. So sometimes what ends up happening is, and those are just two examples, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people just don't realize where the other person is lacking or where the person is actually giving, but you're not hearing it and receiving it the same way because it's not the way that you take it. That's not how you take that I'm doing a great job because you're hearing affirmations, but the person is asking for acts of service. Like, damn. Like, so a third party allows for someone to come in and decipher all the things that you're missing and you're missing and what they're saying. No, don't.
Technically, it is when
don't use it though. Don't use it because you're asking for someone to understand, and they do. And so what ends up happening is for a lot of people, if they're willing to accept a change. My own mother and I had to do counseling. She was the first woman to break the lineage of the women in the family hating each other. The first person. I give her all the points in the world. We did not hear each other because what she didn't know is her little girl was screaming at her the entire time I was being raised because she didn't have her dad who stayed and I did. You don't understand that. I wasn't able to understand that until a therapist came into that. My family can show you, my family is a product of what therapy can do for you because now we come together and we actually enjoy each other so much.
But, I mean, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people get therapy through their friends, through their peers, through God, through church. So you have therapeutic, then you have spiritual therapy. You have different facets of therapy. So you can go, some people feel like going in Catholic, they go sit in the box and tell a man they all their business and he give them Hail Marys. That's their therapy. So we have different forms. As like we was talking about how men can talk to men. Mike can call me, yo, bro, I'm going through this. So like I was at the studio, I'm talking to my producer, telling him some stuff I'm going through. He like, me too, bro.
But if men have been doing it right and women have been doing it right for so long, then why are we still having this problem? Why are we not going to somebody who specializes in it?
But do they really?
Yes.
Because they practicing. These doctors do what? They practice.
Right.
And sometimes they give, when in practice, they mess up, right? They
Right.
give wrong information. Most therapists I know, I own a behavioral health business.
Right.
All of my therapists need therapists.
Absolutely. In their area.
They manage their own lives.
Absolutely.
Most therapists, if you go look it up, they go into therapy and study it because they're trying to find out what's wrong with them.
Absolutely.
The research is on themselves.
But doctors need doctors too.
Yeah, so some people there's different forms of therapy. If I go to church and I can talk to there's counseling in church.
Yes,
I can go
and
talk
that's
to
fine,
different people in there.
That's a good choice.
So what negates this pastor or these counselors?
Yeah.
Why does his credentials because he went to school, his credentials trump the other ones?
I've never suggested that it has to be just a therapist, like on BetterHelp or something. But thank you, BetterHelp. You've been doing great for me. That's fine too. A life coach, a therapist, or somebody who's in the church. I would go to premarital counseling through the church as well. I'm not saying it had to be any one kind of way, but what I'm saying is we're going to men as our friends, and we're going to women as our friends.
On a therapy level, you know what they call that? Peer support. That's a billable service that my company bills for. Me and him are peers, and we're supporting each other.
But if it was working just as that, then we would have been solved this already.
It does work. It is studies that show that peers. If I'm already in a certain level. In my relationship or in a healed state, and he comes to me for guidance. I can tell him through my experience, strength, and hope how to get through those situations I've already experienced.
Absolutely.
A therapist might not necessarily experience anything besides read a book,
but also
and he's
you
telling
don't know
you.
that.
I said not might not necessarily.
Right.
You heard all the might not necessarily.
But
he might not necessarily have no experience in his life.
Right.
And he's telling you what to do.
So that's why you go to one that does have that experience.
How would you know?
You ain't gonna know.
have to try different ones. So
you only gonna know by book. You're not gonna know
like
what
not necessarily
in their personal life.
So because my therapist that I had that literally got us through the family counseling and whatnot had gone through similar experiences. So that's why you have to try different ones out, and or you actually have to read their credentials. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna have some random for me personally.
Their credentials not gonna say like their credentials ain't gonna say I have relationship problems myself and I can't keep a man, I can't keep a woman.
But their credentials are going to say that I specifically work in this area, and there's normally reasons for why they work in this area. So like when we have those conversations, and we have those conversations with our therapist, Tiana, she honestly was able to experience it with us because she had experienced it herself. So that's why it worked. There have been times where therapists have not worked with people, and so people just quit. It's sometimes you have to find your match when it comes to your situations. That's why you can't just say that this particular therapist is not going to work for you. You have to sometimes just find the correct one that has worked for you and will understand you, not just one side of the relationship, but understand what's going on between the two. So I'm not disagreeing with what y'all are saying. I'm saying we can't put a one-sided way of this and then expect me to understand the other side for everything else. No. We're talking about somebody who is experienced in this realm, who have helped other people, who have helped other people who have also gone through something very similar to this, and have probably gone through something similar to it with themselves or with their family, with their backgrounds. Especially when it comes to me, I need a black therapist. I need a black therapist because I know it's very possible that they're going to have the same generational issues that we've had in our families growing up. I need someone who's going to understand the culture of it. I'm going to need someone to understand that the reason why my mom's going through what she's going through is because of the colorism that she had to face, because of the racism that she had to face, because of the my grandmother being kicked out when she was younger, with having a child. Like, I need you to understand potentially those issues so you can find your right one for you. But no, I'm going to say this over and over again. We don't need to just give up on the one area of that person. I'm not saying you need to throw away that person, but if it isn't challenged at all, then what you're just going to see is resentment. You think you're just accepting it, but at the end of the day, when you start being like away from this person, is gonna show that resentment, and that's what kind of shows in the show a little bit.
Because this conversation got deep.
He's going away from her.
Y'all better go watch this show because you don't know what kind of conversation you gonna have, baby.
Okay?
Yes, that is a good series. They up there, episode 6 right now. What can the Cuzns expect from 7 and 8? Is they gonna find out what's in that safe in 7 and 8? Because I want to know what was in the safe in Shaq house.
You gonna find out what happened to everything. You just gotta look. September 28th, we're gonna be at Explicit Bistro Lounge, red carpet event.
Come through.
6 to 10. It's on a Sunday, and it ends at 10, so you still can get home, get back to sleep. Show up. You can come out, celebrate with us, see the last 2 episodes. I promise you will love it.
I'm ready.
I'm excited. I'm
so
on the show.
Listen, y'all, I wrote my own conclusion of what I think might happen.
Okay.
Y'all, let me know if I got something right.
Okay.
No, I can't.
Okay, so this is what I put. So this is my conclusion, y'all. I think what's gonna happen is, I put Shaq got killed because he was stunting too hard. So I feel like, no, your cousin. Your cousin was stunting so hard he had on that jury. I think he gonna get killed. Cause he just showing off too much. Boy, they gonna know you robbed somebody. You went from broke to rich real quick. So I think the cousin gonna get killed. I think Terrell and the escort gonna end up messing around. But after Monica messing with the boy who been chasing her forever,
Oscar.
and then that's gonna end the relationship. And then Monica gonna go back to the best friend, and then the best friend gonna feel bad because she done told this girl to go talk to that boy, and now that boy done ended made you end your relationship. Now he with Asha, him and Asha doing their thing or whatever. Terrell done fell in love with the escort. Mike, I think Mike might get killed as an innocent bystander when the robbers come back, when the gangsters come back. Trying to revenge Shaq's death, and he might just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And yeah, that's just a little bit of the conclusion.
You
just wrote Monica out. Monica, you fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. Bye.
Hey, Monica.
Like, what did she do to you?
You should have
She listened to her friend. So you saying she listened to her friend and the dude that got Oscar?
No, I think she listened to her friend when it was like, remember it was some boy who wanted Monica from back in the day?
Yeah, Oscar. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think Monica gonna give him a chance.
He gonna knock the boots.
He gonna knock the boots.
And Terrell
then I
gonna find
think
out.
Tyrell gonna find out, and you gonna end up being with the escort. Yeah.
I did tell you to sit on it, didn't I? I did a couple times. I did.
Yeah, I think you with the escort. Y'all end up being together because you like.
We run off in the sunset.
Yeah, y'all ran off in the sunset. And then them guys who was going around looking for the safe. I think they finna take the cousin out because the cousin flossing way too hard. I think you gonna get shot, but you ain't gonna die. You gonna survive and make it. I think you might get shot too. For being with him when them killers come back.
Damn, Mike.
Y'all go watch, man.
ChatGPT put on the table.
Right.
Okay, that was a good.
Okay, y'all.
You came up with a little something, so I'm not gonna lie.
I was into it. Listen, I watched it all. I was into it.
Had you binge watching?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I ended up falling asleep. My husband had to come out here and wake me up.
I know that's right.
Yeah, it was good. It was juicy. It was juicy, y'all. Y'all definitely got to go watch it. What can the Cuzns expect from the series moving forward after 7 and 8?
Well, season 2.
Right.
Season 2 is already written. It's ready, you know. So we're going. We already in communication with different distribution companies and stuff. So it's gonna be on Amazon, Tubi, a few streaming platforms, and we and then season 2. So we probably start season 2 like top of the year. Yeah, start filming season 2. So then once it hit the platforms, and then everybody else is talking about it, you know, on that end, on a national level, while we'll be recording season 2.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm
ready, y'all. Make some noise. Again, I'm definitely proud of y'all. Y'all did y'all thing. Before we get up out of here, do y'all got any shout outs? So let the Cuzns know where they can find y'all at.
You can find me, I'm So Terrell.com. All my handles will be on there. That's IMSOTYRELL.com.
You can follow me just on Instagram. Don't follow me on Facebook or LinkedIn, okay? Because I got a job. I want to keep it professional on there. But you can follow me on Instagram at BEKAY Grace.
You can follow me at Set It Off Rose, and you can find me with any of my agencies in YMMG, Grace Model and Talent, and with Millie Lewis.
Yeah, you can find me on all platforms at I Am Michael Payne Jr. That's I Am Michael Payne Jr. Payne is Payne. That's me.
I know that's right.
Cuzns, y'all already know where y'all can find me right here every week. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. For the new viewers, make sure you subscribe so we can keep bringing you this content every week. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, bye.
This is I'm So Terrell on Cuzns T podcast. Yeah, shout out, this is Make Some Noise. Go check out the series on YouTube.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Viano. Check this out right here. I think this might be the one.